Welcome to Live on Sunday.
Live on Sunday, virtual service here at Tabernacle Baptist Church. Bishop Dennis A. Meredith here, and co-pastor Taylor Meredith is here. And we're going to bring you a really good program today. It's Father's Day.
It is Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
And here's a good quote that we need to look at. A truly rich man is one whose children run into his arms when his hands are empty. Isn't that something?
That's a blessing.
A rich man is the one whose children will run into his arms. That means his children love him. You're rich when your children love you. And I love you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, happy Pride Month again.
Happy Pride Month.
And happy Juneteenth.
And happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, all that's going on.
The slaves in Galveston found out about 2 years later that they were free. They
emancipated, that's right.
Emancipated. So, we celebrate Juneteenth, and we're going to, use that to talk about some black folk stuff.
Yeah, some black folk stuff today.
That's
but
right.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Stay with us. Got a good message for you today. Don't want you to miss this sermon. It's about priorities today. We're preaching about priorities. Anyway, we're going to go to some music.
Yes.
Hope you enjoy the music. Then we're going to come back and deal with a topic that
Hot topics.
is about black folks.
Black folks, hot topics. So don't change your dial. We know how y'all like to change that dial. Don't change that dial. Enjoy the song. Enjoy the music. Are we going to sing any songs this week, Bishop?
We might sing.
We might sing something. You still haven't made up any words yet. Either.
Oh, yeah. I got to make up some words.
That's just our thing. Listen, enjoy the song. We are so happy that you are here worshiping with us.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, and we're gonna walk it out and move mountains, and we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope. For that we have each other. For that we have each other. Oh, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the day. We'll rise up, we'll rise unafraid. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed that song. I was just getting fussed at by my people here in the sanctuary for not doing what I was supposed to do, but I'm going to behave. We got hot topics.
We got hot topics. It's a good hot topic. I think we need to approach this. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so you know it's Juneteenth, and you know that's Black Folks Day, and to celebrate Black Folks Day, we're gonna talk about.
Let me say this.
Say it.
I remember when I moved down here, I didn't know anything about, I have to admit, I didn't know anything about Juneteenth. And I'm 40 years old, had never heard of it. And then I was invited to Thomaston, Georgia for Nigger Day.
Damn, Daddy, did you just?
Well, that's what they called it. I said, well,
I know what it's called.
What the heck is Nigger Day?
I was there. I went. It was some good eating down there.
Oh man, it was one old big party.
It was a party.
It was the Juneteenth celebration called Nigger Day, and I've been back several times to Nigger Day because it was fun. I mean, I ride my bike down there. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway,
Y'all, please forgive
Well,
y'all,
that's what they
Bishop.
call it.
I know that's what they call it,
is
and we
is
don't
it
mean
something else, or is that the
No,
slang
that's what
term?
it's called. It's
Oh.
called Negro Day.
No, they don't call it Negro Day. They call it Nigger Day. Anyway, let's talk about Negro people.
This is what makes him authentic. Now, for all of you highly educated folks that are appalled by that word, for some of us in our own community that have paid the stripes and lived under Jim Crow for all of these years, it is a term of endearment to us, and we don't mean it to each other in a derogatory,
I'm not trying to be offensive,
offensive to anybody.
That's what it
but
is.
you know, just for all you highfalutin folks. Anyway, Black businesses.
Black businesses.
Black businesses.
We want to talk about the importance of Black businesses giving back to the community.
That is a good perspective.
Black businesses, you know, we want
to support Black businesses.
Support Black businesses, but we want Black businesses also to give back to the community. And you know, there are ways you can give back. Now, for me, one of the ways you can give back is if you own a franchise, McDonald's, whatever business you own, train your people to do good customer service.
Yeah.
Because some of these, you know, there are. How many of us as African Americans have gone into, said we're going to support a Black business, and you go in there and you get this ghetto response, or you get the response from people who don't have good customer service skills, which means the owner and the management is not training it. You have to demand that, because your company will do well when your customer service is good, but it's like we're lacking in training people, because that training in good customer service can give that person an opportunity to go somewhere else with that. But you are cheating the community when you don't train your people in good customer service, and not just train them, but demand it. That's good. That, to me, that's giving back, because that young person, individual, can go anywhere with that training. Is portable.
That's right. So, and for me, with giving back for Black businesses, just to piggyback on what Bishop has already offered, for me, the insight I get out of that is teach the people that you hire good customer service skills, because when you teach good customer service skills, you teach good life skills.
That's right.
You teach good communication skills. You teach good collaboration skills. And if the Black community needs anything, it's communication, collaboration, coming together, those types of skills. And here at Sanctuary Studios, with our team and the folks that we work with, we're a family, and it really means something. Now, we give each other a hard time. We talk about each other's differences, and we go in on one another, but at the end of the day, what everyone knows that in this building that your back is had, and we're gonna do a good job for the client that we're serving, because we want repeat business.
Absolutely. And
repeat
that's what
business
you have to think about.
Means customer service.
That's right.
Repeat business means building relationships.
Building relationships, that's
right. And that is a cornerstone of our product and our business, building relationships, building business, because it's not about the one job.
That's right.
It's about every other job that's going to come down the line. And likewise, for an employee, the training is just not about what's going to happen at your company.
Right.
But it's also about how this person is going to develop throughout their career.
That's right.
And in their own homes and family skills. So training, not only training, but if you are going to train us, that means that you did give one of us an opportunity. And that is really important for Black businesses.
Give Black people an opportunity.
Give the Black folks an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Nothing happens in life.
Hire us.
Nothing happens in life without opportunity. Nobody gets Beyonce wouldn't be Beyonce without opportunity.
That's right.
Ray Charles wouldn't have been Ray Charles.
Somebody gave him opportunity.
Somebody gave him opportunity.
That's right.
Yes, they put in the hard work. Yes, they train and practice and go hard on their crafts and skills, and they have a lot of talent. But without opportunity, we do not have the chance. So you have to not only train us, but you also have to give us opportunity.
Black
businesses give other people opportunity.
And while we're talking about opportunity, there's this talk about the minimum wage going up.
That's good.
And I know it could be a strain, struggle, but we got to get to paying people wages that's livable. And $8 or $7.50 an hour is not a livable wage. And so it's a struggle if you're only making $15 an hour. So I do want to encourage black businesses. One of the ways you give back is you give people a decent wage.
Give them a decent wage.
Give them enough money so they can pay their mortgage, so they can pay their car and their car insurance. Give them enough money so they can live and feed their family. Don't let the government set the standard for how you treat people when it comes to the wages.
Yes.
Even though, there's this push to increase the minimum wage. But I do think that African-American people, why not lead the way? Why not lead the way in this wage war with increase? Why not let the African-American or the black businesses lead the way in giving higher wages to African-American? Can you imagine the talk among the African-American community if it gets out there? If you go to a black business, they pay you more than white folks.
Wow.
Can you imagine how far that will go and how that will be a table talk among households across the country?
Dreamland.
If people knew that we were the one paying the higher wages, it would make a significant difference in our community and in the growth of our community.
And I think that leads me to this. Black entrepreneurs, successful ones, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in food and beverage, whether it's in hospitality, whether it's in production, whether it's in franchising, like you were talking about, there has to be a level of intentionality.
Yes.
There has to be a level in intentionality. Not only do you give back by paying a livable wage,
right, and
paying people so that they can live and take care of their families, you have to be intentional about that.
That's right.
In your giving back. So for me, as I came up as an entrepreneur, I was looking for this network of people, of black wealthy people supporting black wealthy people and supporting that. To me, it's just the intentionality of it, the togetherness of it. It's just not there. Why don't we intentionally come together and say, this year, every poor community in Georgia is going to be served, and it's a national African-American effort to serve every poor community that's black and brown in Georgia. And we do it. We go to Chicago or Illinois. We go to Indiana. We go to New York. We go to California. We go to Oklahoma. And wouldn't that be something for us to set our own agenda? Come together, intentionally coming together. Wouldn't it be something if we did, like Killer Mike says, plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize? NBA players come together, NFL players coming together, premier entertainers come together, and we set our own agenda. We don't have to wait for Democrats.
We
Democrats
don't
and Republicans.
We
need to do our part,
right?
Because we live in this land,
right?
But we don't have to wait for them.
There's enough wealth in the African American community,
we can
churches included, that we can set an agenda. As you say, we can deal with a poor neighborhood in Atlanta. We can do it with a struggling neighborhood in Chicago. We can do it with a neighborhood in Oakland, California. I mean, we could set an agenda to change the course of even what the Republicans are trying to do.
What they're trying to do.
We could change the course if we had that dialogue, and the course is intentional giving back to our neighborhoods. There's enough money, enough wealth that we can intentionally give back to our neighborhood.
We can plot
and change the course.
Change the course.
Killer Mike said right here, plot, plan,
strategize, organize, and mobilize.
Yes. We can do that.
We can do that.
I hope y'all listening.
I hope y'all are listening.
Somebody catches this and, take the
Dennis
leadership
Meredith,
and do it.
Dennis Meredith Sr. and Dennis Meredith Jr. is down for the cause.
Down for the cause.
And we're doing it right here in our own sanctuary.
Absolutely.
We literally take care of people and literally take care of families. And if you want a career...
And pay decent wages.
Oh, decent?
Yeah,
You're talking about people that make, you know, I can't say what people make.
Well, you can say the rate. What's the rate, of a cameraman?
Listen, if you
when I was a cameraman, the rate was $25 a day.
$25 a day.
That was back in the late 70s. It was $25.
I think it's more than 10 times. Well, not 10 times. It's at least what 7, 8 times that. An entry-level camera op person that knows what they're doing can make $400 a day.
A day.
A day. My top camera people make $550 and $600 a day. Now, depending on the client. Is that 8 hours?
No,
a day is 10 hours.
Oh.
A day is 10 hours. And
okay.
And if it's a shoot, like a film shoot, you know, if the production company is coming out of California, you could be on an 8-hour day and still make that kind of money. Or if it's a film production company out of Georgia, you could be on a 12-hour day and make more money than $500 or $600 each day.
So you are giving back. I mean, that's more than livable wage there.
You make $500, $600 a day.
A day. And you do that, what, 5 days a week?
Mm-hmm. You don't have, black people hear me.
You're doing pretty good.
You can live a good life, go on vacation, raise a family, put your kids through college. I'm looking at 2 men right here that are literally doing that and have done it. Behind the camera.
Even sound techs.
Sound techs. Audio engineers. LED people.
LED.
All of these people. They make a lot of money doing production.
Wow.
And you can come down here and learn. Don't come down here and think you're gonna get it all in one day. Give it about 120, give it 4 to 6 months. All right, but we're gonna wrap this up because Jamel is telling me my time is up. He's a new cameraman we have here with us. He's learning on the job. He said, hey, this is something I wanna do. He wanted to diversify his income, so he's down here volunteering. David Heron and Trellis Woods is training him. Another young lady, Alexis, is down here with us today. Listen, Sanctuary Studios, Tabernacle Baptist Church, we already about this community giving life.
That's right.
Where the rest of the world at?
Yeah, that's right. This is what we're saying. Mm-hmm. It's possible. We can do this.
It's possible because we're doing it.
Right.
So
exactly.
We hope the rest of the world catch up. Bishop, what we got next?
So we're going to play some music. You're going to take up an offering, and you're going to get my offering because you always got to get my offering.
Right. Get your offering, Bishop.
Anyway, you're going to take an offering for the church. Take an offering for me. Then I got a good sermon on priorities. We're going to talk about priorities.
That's going to be good. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Okay.
All right. We will be right back after this musical message.
This is my testimony for today. For waking me up, starting me on my way. Letting me live to see the dawning of a brand new day.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that song. You all know why I'm up here. Bishop already informed you. It is time for announcements and offering. The announcement is the same announcement it was last week. Back to school drive. Thank you all so much, everybody who has come to the church starting the first Sunday in June, or the first Saturday in June, I should say, between 12 and 2, giving your donations in the form of backpacks and school supplies for this community as we do the back to school drive. So again, now through July 25th, bring all of your stuff up here every Saturday between 12 and 2 for us to do a big back to school drive. Now we're going to do our offering. The ways to give are up on the screen. Take a look at that. We ask that it's a free will offering. First of all, give from your heart. Give what you feel that you should give. If you're a tither, go ahead and tithe. If you don't tithe, we just ask for $25 a week. If you can't do that, it is okay. Do what you can. We do not want you to feel any pressure about giving, but we do want you to know that the law of the universe is, if you do give, you will receive. Also, remember our bishop. We have to take up his love offering as well. Take a look at the screen. There's Bishop's Cash App. Please give to our bishop. You know he loves to hear that little thing go ding. We've done a good job of navigating and surviving this pandemic, taking care of our church, taking care of our bishop, while still being able to have a presence in the worship space. And we're, again, working with you and listening to you as we try to figure out how to come back together. But then again, thank you so much for all of your gifts. We really appreciate it. Now we're going to have a good heartstring, hand clapping, foot clapping song, hand clapping, foot stomping song. Sorry, got a little tongue twisted there. For you coming your way right now. Enjoy the music. And after this song, the next voice you will hear is your bishop, Bishop Dennis A. Meredith, with a sermon about priorities. Good stuff, life skill stuff. Thank you.
Keep on praying, keep on believing, hold on and learn to stay on your own track, trying to turn it back. I don't worry, I don't fret, I'm just pressure. When trouble comes, don't be right. Hold on and learn to keep on believing, keep on praying, hold on and learn to
God bless you and welcome back. I want to do a little sermon here on priorities, but I want to sing my little song. I have a little song I want to sing. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit, and oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. What a friend, what a friend. You know that old hymn, there's not a friend like the lowly Jesus, no, not one. Jesus is a friend. Jesus is my friend. Personalized, he is my friend. So in the, in the 12th chapter of Mark, I think it's the, oh my goodness, the 28th verse, a scribe approaches Jesus and asks him what is or what are the greatest commandment. What is the greatest commandment? Jesus responds to the scribe. Scribe is a writer of the law, a writer. The scribe says, Jesus says, to love the Lord thy God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And then he, of course, adds the second greatest commandment, and that is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Predisposes, we love ourselves, so we should love our neighbor. And then the scribe responds to Jesus, and he says in the text, well said, and he repeats these two commandments that Jesus lists, which are priorities. What is Jesus actually doing? He's actually teaching priorities. He's actually teaching that life is better when we have priorities and when those priorities are in order. You know, the Bible teaches everything should be done in decent and in order. And so your priorities should be in order. It's kind of like, you know, when your priorities are in order, you, how can I say it? You live good, you live healthy, you live balanced when your priorities are in order. So what Jesus is actually doing here is teaching the importance of putting your priorities. The Bible says first seek, there's another priority teaching in Matthew 6:33. First seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you. That's another lesson on priorities. Jesus is really big on priorities. I remember one time he's talking to his disciples and he teaches them about prayer. Men ought always to pray and not to faint. So priorities, putting things in order in your life, is key for healthy, good, prosperous living. And so many people don't understand that you've got to have priorities in order. Your priorities with God should be in order. Your priorities with your family should be in order. Your own personal priorities are important for order in life. The universe itself is order. And so when we are not within the order of our priorities, then everything ends up in a disarray or in conflict. So it is critically important that we put priorities in order. When your priorities are right, your money lines up right. When your priorities are right, your relationships line up right. When your priorities are right, then your future lines up right. But you have to put things in priority. You have to prioritize what's important. What are the necessities that must be prioritized? I remember when I was growing up and about to move out, my mother told me about priorities. She taught me about priorities. She said there are two things you're always going to have, and you're going to have to make sure you prioritize how you pay your bills. You got to have somewhere to live. Therefore, you should pay your mortgage. That means, or your rent. That means prioritize. You can't go out and spend your money on shoes and suits and clothes and you don't pay your rent. That means your priorities are not in order. And my mother said, if you got to have transportation, because we lived in a city where transportation was important anyway. And she said, so you got to have a car note. So she told me, if you prioritize, everything else will fall in place. Well, I've always prioritized. Number one, I got to pay my mortgage. I don't let nothing interfere with paying my mortgage. That mortgage got to be paid because I got to have a roof over my head. So priorities say you pay your mortgage. Priorities say you got to have heat. You got to have the comfort of a home. What's the good is to have a home and you don't have comfort in the home. That means you got to have comfort in the home. So that needs to be our priorities. What am I trying to say? Jesus taught priorities. He taught spiritual priorities. He also taught financial priorities because he talked about how we should be cheerful givers and how giving was important and how tithing was important. Prioritize your giving, even to the church. Priorities are important, people. And let me tell you, parents, something. Teach your children how to prioritize, because those priorities or prioritizing in your life will give you the edge and the advantage to be able to move forward and to accomplish and achieve the things necessary to achieve in order to live a good life. So what is this lesson about? When Jesus was teaching that, talking about put God first, he was talking about priorities. That's what that text is about. It's about priorities. Love God first, love your fellow man, and put them in priorities. You got to put God first, and then your fellow man needs to be loved in that order. And Jesus said, when you prioritize that, obviously, what he's trying to say, when you prioritize that spiritually, then things will happen in your life that are good, wholesome, and healthy for you. But you've got to you can't expect to be blessed by hating people, y'all. How can you say you love God whom you've never seen and hate your brother or your neighbor who you walk with daily? You're not going to get anywhere with hate. And let me tell you, karma can be a you-know-what. I can't say the word because I'm, Christian and I'm here. I guess I could say it if I want. But anyway, in other words, karma can be a painful thing because what you send out will come back to you. You will reap what you sow. If you send out love and prioritize, I love God and I love my fellow man, and it shows up in the way you treat people, because love is action. It ought to show up in the way you treat people. It ought to show up in your worship of God, and it ought to show up in how you respect and treat your fellow man. The Bible is teaching us when you put those priorities in place and put them right, everything else will follow in a positive way in your life. It does not mean you're not going to have struggles or you're not going to have problems, but it does mean that when you have priorities, at least there is order to the madness. At least you got some order. Even in chaos, you can find some way of finding order. But those priorities give you order even when things does not seem like they're working right. So what am I trying to say? At the end of the day, people, learn to have priorities. Learn to put them in order so that that order will benefit you, not only just you, but it would also benefit others around you when your priorities are in place. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbor like you love yourself. Those are the top priorities, and everything else will come in place. Love yourself. If you love yourself, you pay your bills. Anyway, I'm just saying. All right, we're done. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. And I hope this will bless your life as well as those that you share with. We encourage you. Or, as a matter of fact, share this. Our service. What is that thing on Facebook that share? Hit the share button and share it if you think that somebody can benefit as well as you benefit from these messages. God bless you.
What an amazing message.
Yeah, priorities. You got to. I just think that I know that when your priorities are in order, things work out better in favor. I mean, to me, you don't have to be religious to understand priorities. If you put priorities in right, your family, however you shape them, your priorities, things will happen for you. Good.
Seriously.
Yeah.
About how long is it ago we buried Gregory?
Oh my goodness. It was
At least 4 weeks ago.
I got the news on the 30th.
Oof,
on
that was
the
a
on the
tough day.
29th.
Have mercy, Lord.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be coming here taping. That was the 29th. And then the funeral was the following Friday.
The funeral was following Friday.
Which
so
would
the
have
first
been
week of
the
June.
first week of May.
First week of May. Oh,
Yeah,
April
because
29th.
April 29th.
Oh, the first
And
week of
then
May.
the 30th, April 29th when he passed.
So this is
and
Father's Day.
7
so-
days later.
So 4 weeks ago, a month.
Yeah, after,
First week of May.
It's a month ago. Yeah, we buried him a month ago. He passed away a month ago. Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Anyway, life is real. As you can see, that your co-pastor and pastor are not void of the vicissitudes of life. We've had to deal with death and loss, just like you have had to deal with death and loss. And that's why we close each and every one of our service, remembering those that are in need of prayer for bereavement, that are in need of prayer for special needs, or just have a genuine concern that they want their pastor and co-pastor to pray about. Please take a look at all of the names that are here on this screen this Father's Day, and remember to call these names out in your prayer time, because like Bishop says, when you pray for somebody, you'll feel it.
You'll feel it. Yeah, I've always said I feel it. I mean, I'm still here.
Yes.
I mean, because I feel like the saints been praying hard for me, and I feel it. So I just keep it moving, keep pushing, keep it moving. Been having some issues with my back, but
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. And you know, but here's the thing, keep it moving, because the more I move, the more it goes away.
That's right.
So I keep it moving, and you know it goes away. So you keep on pushing. You
Like literally when
take
you
a
walk,
licking
your
and
back-
keep on ticking.
Literally, when you walk, your back feels better.
Yeah, the more I walk, the more I move, because I have to do these little exercises, little stretches and stuff. But I do notice the more I move and walk, it goes away. I guess there's a message in that. If you want to eliminate pain, don't get
Bogged down.
Don't get bogged down. Keep moving. As much as you can, you got to keep moving. And that's what I do. I just keep moving. I remember I had my, last year during the summer, of course, I had this tri-fusion port with these three, you remember them three dangling things? I remember I showed them to Noah. Noah said, ah! But anyway, I had these so I was at home.
He was afraid of that.
Yeah, he was afraid. I was at home, and I just couldn't stay still. So I was out in the yard. I didn't even have a shirt on. I was out in the yard on my scooter, you know, my little electric scooter that y'all got me. And I was just riding around the yard and hit a hole. I didn't know it was a hole there. I hit this hole and fell over, fell out in the yard.
Do I know this story?
Legs up in the air. And it just so happened, we got cameras around the house. LaVar saw it on the camera.
Okay.
He comes out the house, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just fell over on the scooter. The legs was up in the air, scooter had tipped over." He's screaming out the door, "What are you doing?" Anyway, I was moving. Even though I was sick, I just kept moving. I guess I'm trying to say.
You have a hard
you have
time
to
sitting
keep-
still in general.
You think so? You think that?
I mean, yeah, you don't
I
like
can't-
you don't
I
like
can't.
to sit down for a long period of time.
No, can't see you get stiff.
You'll get on your bike. You like the
That is true.
outdoors.
And I like to be outside.
You like to be outside.
Yeah, I grew up like that. I like to be outside. Anyway, I just keep it moving.
Yeah, you definitely
As much
keep
as
it-
I can.
The only time you're not moving is when you sleep.
Oh, Well, that's true.
I think that's a good assessment, at least from my vantage point in your life.
No, no. No, I'm pretty still.
You're pretty still when you sleep.
And I do that often. It's to sleep.
Anyway,
God
listen,
bless you.
yes, God bless you. We
God
hope you
bless you.
enjoyed the worship experience.
Yes, hope you enjoyed it. And as always, you're always in our prayers.
Yes.
And we're always thinking about you. And we've had our discussions, and we want you to engage in these discussions. You can email us at tbcadmin and .org, isn't it?
Yeah,
.net.
admin at tbcatlanta.net.
.net.
Email us.
Email us and give us your feedback. Share what you hear. You know, I go back and look at these so you can share it with other people. But nonetheless, thank you again, and God be with you. God bless you.